I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Pass to Powell. There's a screen. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Here's Milwaukee. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Now here's Powell, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Claxton with a rebound. It's tipped.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Pass to Hood-Schifino. Picked by Stewart. With the drive. Stripped it away. Fast break, Brooklyn. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. James Harden picks one up. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game now. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Get loud, fans. You know what time it is. It's time for Team Hype. Get loud, fans. On the court, your Hype Squad.
And the Bucks making a change here.
Brooklyn's own Team Hype.
That one falls for Powell. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
Agbaji drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Nice move. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
That one's no good. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Here's the floater. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Nets trail by 4. Now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez.
When I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo, coach was full of admiration, saying it's always going to be difficult when you're playing Giannis. Not only is he one of the best players this league has, but he's also a fierce competitor. Guys, it sounds like he knows what he's up against.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Johnson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Hood-Schifino. Let's go with a three. Down low. Here's Claxton. Shoots over Bridges. Claxton can't get it to go. To the inside. He's got a clear path. And he goes in for the dunk.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Out to Bridges. There's the three. Claxton with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Clark, you look at the scoring ability of Miles Bridges. Most nights he feels like he has an advantage.
And I would agree with that. When you think about defenders trying to slow down Miles Bridges, most guys are either too slow or not strong enough to deal with it. As a result, he's able to make it tough for just about anybody who guards him.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Hood-Schifino. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Milwaukee making a switch here.
Substitution.
And there's 1:38 left in the opening quarter. Fires from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Murray Boyles. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Rebounded by Murray Boyles.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Clowney. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Miles Bridges. Brooklyn shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Here's Hood-Schifino. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. 6 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Chalk up 2 there.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Inside. Pass to Clowney. And he hits it to tie the game. Clowney's got 6 points.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove. early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Tie game in Brooklyn. We've got more in store for you right after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Bucks leading by 3. To the paint. Puts up the 8-footer. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Simmons has got his first points of the night.
You know, with his size and skill, Simmons is really good down low. I think he can score a bunch of points this way.
Here's Wilson. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Nice shot by Harden.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Right wing. Clock at 6. No good from outside. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Wilson. From downtown. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And slam dunk by Simmons.
Simmons taking off, launching himself right through the defense and rendering that D helpless.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Here's Johnson. Still no points. And it's rejected. Left side, Harden. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Pass to Stewart. Harden scanning the floor. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Simmons, no good. And here are the Nets now. They trail by 1.
Number 3.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Now here's Harden. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Pass to Shepherd. Three-pointer. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepherd.
Well, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Johnson. Takes it inside. And he makes it on the layup.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Outside Harden. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outside, Williams. .157 left in the second. 6 to shoot. And there's another one for the Nets. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Shepherd. He's scoreless. And he jams it home with authority.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
But Schifino's shot is off.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Milwaukee making a switch here. 1:24 left in the first half. And there's a pick. Going inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Here's Schifino. Nice move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there. And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
Harden. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Harden is one of the most lethal penetrators in the game and excels at finding lanes to the rim.
Lets it fly. Again, the Nets score.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The Bucks trail by 3. Here's Schifino. Throws it up high. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
To the wing, right side. The 3. Drains the triple. 9 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Nets out in front, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Milwaukee ball.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Sends it home from three-point land. Hood-Schifino's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Outside Johnson. And he dunks it down.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
The Bucks trail. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Hood-Schifino. Give him 8. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Johnson. And Brooklyn has possession. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Good.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Screen by Claxton. To the right side. Swatted away.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Shot clock at 6. Outside, Williams. There's the triple. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Hood-Schifino. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Bridges. Here's Hood-Schifino. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Right side, Williams. Oh, it's stolen. And they're pushing it up. There's Davis with the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Davis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Williams. The shake. Here's Claxton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Now here's Bridges. It's stolen by Johnson. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. And he misses the fast break layup.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Inside. Crafty move. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Abaji. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to review the game plan. Making a switch here. Brooklyn trailing. There's the drive. Here's Murray Boyles. The 11-footer. And again, it's the Nets missing. Outside Harden. .141 left in the third. Now Simmons. Clowney pulls it in. Whitehead, shot is good. Whitehead's got his first bucket in this one.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Man, what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Here's Clowney. Give him 8. And another shot. Pass to Whitehead. Just 5 to shoot. And they converted last on attempt number 3. Whitehead's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Right side Simmons. Three-pointer, Harden. That shot missing. The Nets with the lead. 4-3. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
And Simmons, here we go. And he makes it. Simmons has got 8.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
No good. Misses at the buzzer.
Just 3/4 of play.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck.
The Bucks. 53.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Powell.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson with it. Pass to Claxton. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Shepard. Driving to the basket. Comes up empty down low. Nets leading by 4. And Claxton throws it down.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
At the line, 2 times.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Bucks trail by 6. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Bridges down low. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Always looking to make an impact and capable of doing so. When Bridges sees a shot, he does not hold back. He lets it fly.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Milwaukee making a switch here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He told them no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Hood-Schifino. Back to Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
We talk about the feel for the game, and Simmons has it. So adept at cashing in on what the defense gives him off these pick and roll sets, and that's not as easy as he makes it look.
Pass to Claxton. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. And the Nets lead by 5.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Simmons. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Time after time, it's Ben Simmons' time. The Australian looking fabulous tonight.
Outside, Williams. Outside, Johnson. The rebound by Stewart.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
Outside Simmons. And they double up Simmons. Pass to Bridges to tie it up. Doesn't go for him. Brooklyn leading by 3. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Simmons. Offensive rebound. Here's Claxton. They shoot again. Ooh, tough possession there. They stayed with it. Just couldn't make the shot. Bridges outside. Brooklyn pulls it in. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
Nets leading by 6. And he can't jam it through. Up top, Bridges. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Bridges down low. And it's Bridges with the jam.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big time.
Claxton down low. Stripped away. Bucks pushing it up now. On defense, the Nets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Ooh, a misfire there. He's made 5. He's missed 5. The Bucks trail. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he's unable to get the second one. Here's Brooklyn. Out to the wing.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
There's 31 seconds left in the game. Down low. Count it!
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Johnson. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
Really tough to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot you're trying to get. So the defense is smothering the perimeter and forcing people off the three-point line.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to...